That new game smells wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
Big Game Hunter. We take you to the battle-worn planetoid of Eden, where Auntie's invasion is currently in process.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system. Everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks!
Welcome, welcome. See any... Well, if it isn't a new face in Fairfield. What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Or was it crunch?
Full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is...
Of course. Though I must also apologize for my inappropriate courtesy a moment ago. You're here for delectable discountables, not my pointless observations. Anyway, let's try this again. Welcome to More Perfect Goods, a proud Auntie's Choice franchise. How can I improve your day?
I'm on Paradise Island, on the Elysium Mall.
I've been working the store going on a few weeks now. Got promoted shortly after Auntie's Choice liberated Fairfield. Still finding my stride with all the marketing suavities, as you witnessed. Advertising's been a right struggle to get a hold of, much to my chagrin.
Think of Crabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a 10-bit word that means...
Took Auntie's aptitude and attitude test, like everyone else in town. Scored high in personability, and something called numerical dexterity. Think it means I count good. Now here I am, manager of the best little discount house in all of Paradise Island. Still boggles the gray matter.
They'll get you coming and going. You'll find various breeds adapted to their environments across Arcadia.
I'm inclined to agree. If not for Auntie's, I'd still be a lowly associate waste systems technician with muck on my boots, thinking that was all there was to life. But enough about me. What's your story? What brings you to Fairfield?
Heard of hammer claws on yonder beach. Let's go close the deal.
I think I'm supposed to recommend Auntie's low-interest financing to alleviate all of your financial burdens. But, I'm guessing that's not the kind of debt you're talking about. Anyway, can I tempt you into buying something?
They can burrow! Underhanded rascals! Security team! Shoot them! How could you let anything that big sneak up on me?
Sure thing. When you want bet... Say, welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Crabble meat is fragrant and inedible. The chemistricians in anti-R&D can process that goop into flavorings and hygiene products. Bad lot of good that does you in the field. Resourceful types can shuck Crabbles for their shells and plasma glands. Good crafting fixins. You're limited only by your ingenuity and risk tolerance for being clawed to pieces. I've had enough of that for one hunt. So with that, I raise a glass of Anti-Fizzo's Crabble Juice and bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
quality broadcasting coming right up. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. Fizzo, 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 Spectrum vodka. Red and green and black and blue. Milky white and orange. Yellow, even violet. Spectrum makes you smile, yeah. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo, Fizzo, we love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum vodka.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Seems nowhere else sounds going on.
You save more colors through the gauntlet down. Now set the vodka beautiful brown. All the colors, don't overthink it. Tip this back and drink a sink it. Fizzo, Fizzo, we love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum vodka.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo, Fizzo, we love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum vodka. It's Fizzo, Fizzo, we love Fizzo.
And now it's available in mysterious Murphy Brown.
Fizzo, Spectrum vodka.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium. From the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice. The Auntie's Choice family is large and willing and able to grow larger.
We represent an amalgamated collection of dozens of different companies, making everything from bandages and salves to weapons and ammunition.
If you can eat it, drink it, smoke it, shoot it, or turn it on, Auntie's Choice makes it, grows it, or smelts it.
Come join Auntie's family. Help make us even larger.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day.
My favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Sequencing
only a 75. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy my odds in a fight. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it. Well, the only people who believe that are in this room right now, including that dead rapt, I reckon. I'm considered a liability. My graft's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us crafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. Not yet. Not for a long time neither, if I got anything to say about it. Truth is, my time is coming. The graft's making me sick, and it'll kill me if I leave it be. But I ain't giving up. There's gotta be a way to fix it. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
This delicious cost-cutting measure. We're rushing it to
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
what nature made accidentally.
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter. Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line. And anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated. Or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe. Get the feeling you will. Anyhow, I think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street. Good luck in there. Mind the raps.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Confronting threat. Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
You'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements to free-thinking individuals. Under only one circumstance,
let me know when you need a distraction.
If it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Anti all the livelong day, cutting deals, driving profits. And the Protectorate's console has been the life of their joyless shindig lately. Quite the go-getter. He's supposed to be the Sovereign's top VP, his muscle. Seems highly involved in their whole totalitarian operation. The Sentinels and their secret police reportedly answered to him. Makes you wonder if the console is really running the show. Who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When we do suss out the real story, you will be the first to know. Now, on to other things. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Entering a confrontational state. Engaging combat protocols.
You cook well, Commander.
That's tobacco. Smoke our tobacco.
It's what your friends all love to do. Behind your back, they make fun of you.
Great. First they're in the walls, now the ceilings.
Cause it's so candy.
Watch that thing.
Oh, that ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or gut.
I'm looking for a kid who doesn't really feel it hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy king. Wow, that's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Worst, oh, worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst, oh, worst. Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to dits. Efficient means we make more bits.
Sure wouldn't want this in the wrong hands.
So it's probably exactly what the streets have.
It's not the worst unless it's worst, oh, worst. Grab a can today. No coarse pores, bristles poking our gums. With their proprietary whisker extraction, pulverized bones means no tooth cracking crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action. Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there.
You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts.
You know, work in the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't slow roasting some fancy holy cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open a room temp tin of Borsthurst. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of feral pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded. From factory vats into my tummy. The new meat base could taste so yummy. Worst, it's not the worst unless it's worst, oh, worst. Grab a can today. Don't be a shirker. Don't be a slob. Grab a can and get back on the job with Borscht. It's not the worst unless it's Borscht.
Auntie's Choice is all about choice. From 15 different kinds of fresh from frozen meats, to canned animals, vegetables, and minerals, to vodka in every color of the rainbow, and then some. Auntie works hard to make sure you have more variety than you could ever want or hope to want. You deserve that choice. You deserve Auntie's Choice. Now, upward and onward. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Borscht Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Borscht Boss rockets. Boss rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Boss rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your wingers out of steam, recharge your tossball crew with Boss rockets. Boss rockets. Boss rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
Engaging hostile life forms.
With no hope of rescue soon.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
With Boss rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, when ultramarines when Boss rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice. You may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature back to business. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
Every last bit of my way.
enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Till then, I will be true. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I've been yearning, for all of
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services. Your co-worker
Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little uneven.
Since the fastball incident of '97, Automex are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets.
Aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
Know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits. Ah, quite right. In fact, delightful. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. So very Zane and Buddy. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. May safety, amity, and ease be yours.
Fly free. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh, lift off. Break free. Once again, be a go-getter. Climb the ladder with impressive speed. Are you stuck on the ground? Imtactical and got you down. Well, trust Daddy's chemical purge. Far better than natural cures. Oh, lift off. Fly free. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh, lift off. Take
Hey, what in the where now?
flounder at the bottom. Be a raptor in the slipstream.
and sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up.
Valued
Now I think their
Your
kids are real
anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Asta Fiswich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Asta. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so...
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever...
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only...
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit! Oh, I'm counting on it.
This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. Worry not. The culmination of my plan will bring me the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yesayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Verily. On to business. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. That I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian. Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
Don't be your only cheddar. Be the best that you would be if you were any better. 'Cause gee whiz, that's your gee whiz Steve.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of
All done in there?
Acquisitions
Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice.
Beneath the methane ice, way down in the mine, some sugar little small. Forgot the hatch was closed.
Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Not so long ago, on a tidally locked moon, some greenhorn tripped a valve in a chemical plant gloom. Brown sludge flooded the place. The vat manager chanced a taste. He didn't survive, but now we've got instant force low pay. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job.
This paradigm thing you people are always going on about. Does it really improve your life?
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep.
One recent fiscal year.
Eden's hinterlands would be more pleasant if Auntie didn't airdrop them raptidons over there. Sure makes getting from A to B a pain.
Blame Spacer's Choice. They're the ones who first weaponized livestock in such a manner. Auntie just acquired and rebranded the idea when she came to Tau City.
Right. Poor Auntie. Her hands were tied. I heard you all bred the raps for diet toothpaste and such. Only talking kill
We're
later.
closed.
Ain't sure who.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah. Imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangulum.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were dead.
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts.
How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been, or worse. We became friends when she... Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit, I did break into her safe. She used the same code for everything. 15-778.
That sounds like it could be her agent identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. Just a religion driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will eventually solve the universal equation and know everything, rid humanity of uncertainty. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion.
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all I can ask.
Are quite straightforward. Yes, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my rays are never lower. If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated. And my rays are
Everybody knows that I am indeed the...
Commander, watch your face!
Keep things simple. You can be sure that my race will never...
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet.
If there's a cost you can't complete.
I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! And hardly the worse for wear! You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. While we appreciate you returning Scrabbles, you'll not provoke me into a course of unwise action if that's your aim. I will take action when action is appropriate, and I'd suggest you modulate your tone more appropriately the next time we speak.
And my interest rates aren't low. I'll 'cause I am the uncomplicated loner.
And now, a word from our sponsors. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and worse. Unless you've stockpiled Falderall's mollifying demulcent. An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up.
Once again,
Wait,
Falderall, the most trusted
some aren't dead yet.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
like this.
I see you have not brought my cousin to heal. Have you? Do hurry.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over. I have a life outside this place, you know. Outside our lab.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our automechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence.
Cleo here to address all the...
And when's the last time I tried to sell you anything? The liftoff incident don't count.
More truthful words were never spoken. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge.
Reality-rending
Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Anti's offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Or their bodies.
Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VPs. Anti's job is to keep you motivated.
These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking about here. Not the spineless stumblewits that comprise the forces of Anti's choice. No. Some other unfortunate fate has befallen them. Could have been any manner of terror brought upon us by Antis.
Next time.
Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts. There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impact colon got you down. Well, trust anti-chemical purge. It's far better than natural cures. Oh, live off, fly free. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh, live off, take wing. Don't flounder at the bottom. Be a raptor in the slipstream.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking Protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Nothing too bad, aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impact colon got you down. Well, trust anti-chemical purge. Far better than natural cures. Oh, live off, fly free. No longer does my packed intestine
Outsider.
dictate where I have to be. Oh, live off, take wing. Don't flounder at the bottom.
All that matters is getting these Automechs to the Vox relay station. What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here arguing the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. We may or may not have what you need. Speak with Hazel, our ever-reliable and ever-resourceful quartermaster. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals, though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our Automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Anti's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate. What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those Automechs have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps...
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, Quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Does that one compute, big guy?
Affirmative. Initiating commerce is one of this unit's default commands. Initiating commerce.
Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Till then I will be true. There's nothing.
Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's Choice makes
I've been
Protectorate propagandists denigrate Auntie's Choice Festival while boasting about their own. They say their food products are healthier than ours. But do you know what excess consumption of protein can cause? Nausea, halitosis, increased chance of renal failure. Oh, and get this, chronic myeloproliferative neoplasms.
Is that right?
According to certain sources.
Tough break for their subjects. Bad breath, green around the gills, and impendingly mortiferous.
Also, they say their victuals are more delicious. But do you know what tastes better than...
No, Jackson, stop! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Jackson!
Convincing point.
Jackson!
Give me Auntie's
Twitch your
Choice
broken legs if you can hear me, Jackson!
Same here, friend. And how? Okay, back to business. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or guile.
Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
Accidents happen. You
Tragically, yes. If you gaze beneath us, you'll find a slew of blood and gore in the gears of this platform's articulating arm. That's Ida. She jumped there as we ascended. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize.
That manager chance to take. He didn't survive, but now we've got it.
No, wait! Please! You can't just leave us up here to die! The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to, well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our 2 former cohorts.
Exactly!
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. Auntie asked for new
Because he had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they could give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
What? It's your duty as a subject to...
No, Liza, remember, you're not Protectorate anymore. So, what have we talked about? A duties only.
Discharged if the disbursement is dutifully deserving. Right. Sorry, I'm just a little flummoxed by being stranded up here.
So, bits, stranger. We'll give you bits if you get us down before we starve.
Thank the sovereign. Thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. As you are all well aware, the opening salvos of our liberation of Eden were wildly successful. Fairfield captured, Westport hobbled, the list goes on. By concentrating on high-valued targets, we capably avoided spreading our forces too thin. This is a strategy we will continue to employ. Case in point, even though the Automech Repair Center has been successfully rendered unable to repair automechs, several patrols have since gone missing in that area. You may wonder whatever could be to blame. Combat drones, a hitherto unknown species of aggressive Edenic wildlife, a group of Protectorate survivors gone hideously feral. Whatever the case, it has been deemed by command an unnecessary distraction. All Auntie's Choice forces are hereby ordered to avoid the southeast coast of the island entirely. Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy king. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Worst, oh worst, it's not the worst unless it's worst, oh worst. Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to parts. They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. Efficient meals means we make more bits. worst, of worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst, of worst. Grab a can today. With their proprietary whisker extraction, pulverized bones means no tooth cracking crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Oh, you're by our top of Recognition Rotunda.
You've got us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts.
You know, work in the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger.
So, when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy woolly cow fillet mignon?
No,
If you don't have that
sir.
drive
We
on the
crack
road,
open room
stay
temperature
away.
That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of feral pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours.
All right, enough yapping.
Time is bits.
Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's exploded. From factory into my tummy. New meat days, it tastes so yummy. Worst, it's not the worst unless it's worst, Grab a can today.
That's it? It was that easy? That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose. Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
Don't be a shirker. Don't be a slug. Grab a can and get back on the job with more spurs. It's not the worst unless it's worst.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand-make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. You, a get-up-and-go-getter.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But but the loan that you request includes compound interest in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social culture. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it. And
Look who's back.
executes on it throughout history.
I just feel sad for them. Even in their name.
Oh, I am known to all Arcadia as the
Outsider. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns.
And my dear, you know my
Parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. Remember, do now please make
Oh, yes, everybody knows that I am indeed the uncomplicated loner.
Nature made apples, but
Ah, hell. I've stood this post so many times I can do it
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out?
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? Wait, what? Is that from Jackson? Oh, thank the law. Jackson and I are partners, see. He unearthed an unexploited protectorate technology. Promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens. This is just the thing to put me on the map. Fast-track promotion to lower middle management for sure. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable? Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine, jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Supervisor can readily replace you upon your likely demise. Well, you heard it here. Best of luck to anyone hull-headed enough to poke around that place. Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
I missed even the slightest scintilla of success so...
Because it is
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I could liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. Oh, Inez, you look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. That is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. She nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who unfortunately went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or growth.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
I suggest avoiding the front gate. But you may have luck finding a drainage outlet in our matriarch's cave. The Protectorate often build them in this manner and leave them unguarded. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, I mean, law guide you both out there.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coloring, and has a little added.
Oh, I love questions. Ask away. I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the Minister and Officer Carr have only our best interests at heart. Though I must admit, their continuing quarrels give me trepidation. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. Well, because I was Protectorate once. I defected to Andes the second I could. But that's not the point of this conversation. Not when our leaders cannot reach an accord. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew. I see. I hope his spirits may be sustained. I have grown fond of the minister, but I cannot help but wonder if he fully understands how proud the Protectorate are. It takes great courage or desperation to acknowledge the wrongs of one's society, and even more to leave it entirely. He may find that courage to be rarer than he thinks, or perhaps he will manage to prove me wrong with his powers of persuasion yet again. How I would welcome it in this case. Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow. Well, I was a subject once. Despite my talents, the plan dictated that I should be relegated to programming cleaning mechs. Bah. But then, Auntie's Choice came along and offered to transform our lives for the better. I chose to accept. And look where I am today. Over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due.
Crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
I wasn't conquered. I embraced Auntie's arrival. I toiled for years in a meaningless, trifling occupation. And then suddenly, I was given latitude to better myself. My dreams and abilities were my only limit. That's the beauty of Auntie's Choice. Everyone can make of their lives what they wish. Ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show, that is true freedom. What use is there in being so callous? Of course, the dust will settle eventually, but am I not warranted a chance to celebrate a good turn? Couldn't possibly understand what it's like to be seen as nothing. Then finally be afforded the opportunity to prove your worth. In any case, I do hope I've satisfied your curiosity. The war effort and liberating the rest of the Protectorate waits for no one, you understand? I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best Raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild Raptidons. It's most agreeable. Dear. I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, Cat, let's go! Let's change it up now. Now he's a winsome man with a charming smile. Celandine toothpaste with impeccable style. The perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family. I never work for him, then he can work for you. You could be the next Auntie's favorite nephew. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, cats, let's go one more time. Oh, let's go! Swing it now! Oh, yeah! That's the ticket!
You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy blazes fair. Oh, you know it well. Making antiques proud, well, word is that keeps well. We're making antiques proud, well, word is that keeps well.
Outside.
Hey there. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell. Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday. We inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance, blaming a belt drive starboard wing factory mishap for a 2% drop.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
Wholly due to human error. Moving on, a recent report on the new Sprouts Up condiment substitute currently rolling out in test markets claimed the product.
Of course. Hey there, go-getter. Why, hello again. Any new business to... Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air?
Correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need
An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar.
I have the sun in my eyes.
She's just the best choice.
With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go.
You can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice.
Righto. Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are surely going to need it. Please inform me if, I mean, when, of course, you receive it.
Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits.
As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. If I am not the person... Ugh, my uncle's child. I possess an overabundance of... Oh, did you have another... Of course. Hello again. Have you spoken to Vigilant Hogarth yet? Ah, I see.
Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all. And thank the sovereign. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness.
Welcome back.
You can sleep later.
Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind.
Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content.
Pshaw! I've no desire to speak of the current state of Fairfield, no less the Auntie's Choice riffraff controlling it, or worse, any traitors who have flocked to their side. Why, I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating defecting the Protectorate, let alone for that cesspool of inanity. Because we of the Protectorate believe in something. We dream, we aspire, together. Auntie's Choice would replace amity and purpose with want. The endless, empty pursuit of nothing. But in the end, what I care about most is my people. The only thing they need, that all of us here need, are those auto-mechanical parts. I would thank you to make haste retrieving them. Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your opinion. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers. I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of yours long enough. There's no use pursuing such a fruitless line of thinking further. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining. What all of us need most here are those auto-mechanical parts. Now, please make haste retrieving them. Farewell now.
Hello again. Have you spoken to Vigilant Hogarth? Ah.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
At Auntie's Choice, we think there is no freedom without freedom of choice. And you need all 10 flavors of Spectrum. From vodka in order to be free.
Every autonomous consumer needs both Borscht, and I can't believe it's not Borscht.
Can you truly say you are liberated without frozen, dried, smoked, and canned salt tuna fillets?
Be free, everyone!
Be free with Auntie's Choice.
Now, upward and onward. This is
Welcome. Glad to have you back. Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here.
Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today. When you miss the
Passed during the attack. Got his face melted clean off by this weird goo. And he was one of the lucky ones. Excuse the mess, by the way. Auntie gave us a pummeling a few weeks back. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick. That's what I always say. Why overcomplicate perfection? Now what'll it be? You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory. As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too high, it began stacking supplies on the catwalk above.
I'd gather that their automech programming is just as rigid as the rest of their society. Meaning, this automech didn't misplace anything.
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar results. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all. Delphinia is not very nice. Or maybe she just doesn't like me personally. Anyway, She's very talented, and I'm glad she's helping out. And I'm never going within 10 feet of her again. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance. See you soon, I hope.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
When your ships are drifting lost and the crew starts drawing lots, why won't your mates when you've got more rockets? More rockets. More rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test
That was requested by Carlson Fidel, thinking of their family in Halcyon. Let's hope our War of Liberation brings the brave employees of said colony the products they need to survive in time. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want?
Conscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. But we probably ought to tell you
Our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
Childhood gout, adult rickets, dysentery, swings of mood, bloody
Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? I haven't time to prattle unnecessarily, no. But my current project is of utmost importance. An active discussion is sometimes known to lead to a breakthrough. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
imbalanced humors.
Sadly, there is a kernel of truth in your boorish observation. While the device is nearly operational, a particular minor detail has proven more challenging than expected. Rest assured, I'll have the final kinks ironed out in no time. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
sleep tight with sweet dreams.
Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that.
You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with this.
Well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies. I believe that covers all the necessary education for this particular assignment. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
All Auntie's Choice employees, we're receiving word of a mishap at the Audacious Advances Research Lab. An unfortunate leak with an Experimental agent. Supervisor Omid Ormsby, currently sealed inside, is specifically requesting assistance. People with medical training preferred. He adds, quote, "Please be mindful of any murderously aggressive personnel on your way in. They are not accountable for their actions. Slip past them, find me within the silo," unquote. Good luck, Supervisor Ormsby, and any hapless medical specialist who answers this call. The Audacious Advances Lab, you'll no doubt recollect, is on the east side of the island, on the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your task. Now after several firm remonstrations, until...
Use something a little more upbeat right about now, like this.
There was an old boy with a happy smile, whose love spun around and came to town to mock the king who was spy killed up in the news. I was the boy, I did that.
Commander, I think this stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
Were you successful? I have tests that can be What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. Capital deduction! Where have you been all my career? You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
Then he quickly learned to make it red. I deal without getting burned. He was a scrupulous, and he sweetly rose. When you do your business, later than anything goes.
You guess correctly. Our chief mechanist was rather hostile to the idea. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's Choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poisoning. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
That was a song the Sovereign...
The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me.
Box of Purpleberry Crunch to celebrate my big new promotion.
Zeranium corrupted automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment.
To all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department, may you ascend...
Oh, is right.
The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right. She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. That's a fair point. It's not as if they've come back to finish the job. Perhaps they assume we're already beaten. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract its vital organ? One catalytic amplifier as agreed. I hate to lose another Dragoon, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Not a chance. Donaldson has done everything in his power to get this facility online. He can't blame me for doing the same. Be seeing you, stranger.
He didn't survive, but now we've got instant for slow pay. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's all.
Just have to release this here and fasten the manifold there. That's...
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier? Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war.
But they shit out all their gray. Presenting lift.
You do that. Anything to keep him off my back for an hour.
Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, sometimes even more. But that's what your auto dock discounts for. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's a win. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a limb.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and Spectrum leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to boar's entrails, spread organs, salt tuna skin, nanner peels, and tobaccorn husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revenue. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Outsider. Why, hello. Whatever can I do you for? I assume those are approved Protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, doubt I have means to fix it. We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course. Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign. Funny. I reckon that's more true of them over in Fairfield. They love their substandard comestibles and lack of fellowship. Smacks a bit of conspicuous inveiglement to me. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Outside.
It's not just a good idea.
Empty are the lives of the huntee subjects that they need to rely on.
I've been
Outsider? Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox Relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox Relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose. Wouldn't know much about that, but you'll find they serve a practical purpose here. With them equipped, you'll traverse that path with relative ease. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law. Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare. Oh, don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now.
Minor disruption.
Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you all inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and manipulative
Tuned to wireless-free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these riffs. Arcadia's yay-sayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock! Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VPs. Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of
Hello
crocodiles
again.
or some such.
Have you spoken to Vigil? Ah.
The firm benevolent hand of the sovereign. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down.
I hear correctly that you brought us Automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider.
Red and green and black and blue.
Milky white and orange too.
Yellow, even violet.
Spectrum makes you smile yet.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzo, Fizzo, love Fizzo, Fizzo, Spectrum Vodka.
No. Food is nutritious and plentiful.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport, especially me.
The most exalted vigilant. Tip it back and drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect Automech parts for us.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka. It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos.
And now it's the furious Charlie Brown.
Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
Okay, back to business. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
Sovereign really does think of everything.
Yes, Auntie welcomes you with arms open wide, and all you gotta do is.
Why worry about the rift? It's not supposed to gobble up our...
Existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. Auntie's Choice.
Okay, back to business. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning.
These new official announcements sure are confusing.
Sandwich you want to eat. A Crabble sandwich is so easy to eat, but only once our chemistricians process the meat to turn a bottom feeder into instant lunch. It's quite the branding feat. So grab a Crabble 'cause it can't be beat. Best of all, the tasty flesh is deemed safe to eat. Crabble can be more than just a solid safe stew. Now it's good for me and you. Crabwich, Crabwich. Sandwich made with
that vacuous You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you. Tell me what you... Excuse me, but that cacophony emanating from our loudspeakers can drive one to distraction.
But eat it before we treat it and you'll end up dead soon. Don't try to make your own crowd will repass. Trust me when I say that.
My people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to give our lives to the Sovereign, whether he asks for them or not.
If you heard you can't eat 'em, yup, it's true you can't. Crab which consume at your own risk.
Things are fine. Everyone's fine. They deserve better. Huh. They do, don't they? I've tried to tell myself it's better to die a subject of the Great Protectorate than live a life driven by freedom, but you may be right. Regardless, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission, but if they want it, they shall have it. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield, but I will be staying.
Demotions report, starting with Asta Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing.
Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're...
But I can prove that I am not. Don't you understand? If I leave here, there's no hope of returning to the Protectorate. I'll be as good as dead.
Next, Russell Crocker in morale management.
Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. I've endured untold hardships, countless battles. What's a little Oh, it never stops. The tumult of duplicitous lies. You're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer alone. At least in Fairfield, I'll have company in adversity. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain.
Not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office.
All right, then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations.
I saw my
will join you
opportunity
shortly.
and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you any tips for a bottom runger who's lost on the climb? See, I tried my best to urge her because I rose before the merger with Spacer's Choice. So all full of confidence, I asked her, how do I find success in Auntie's Choice? And this is what she said to me.
Old corporate thinking will only leave you sinking. Listen, child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hope to be.
She said...
Be the you that you would be if you were any better.
Get some get up and go. You get up and go get her. Choose pediments or impediments. Improve yourself, enhance the whole.
feeling we're not welcome here?
People think I got a jacket from this little big
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability. Sometimes the harshest moves are the most necessary. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? I did indeed. Do forgive my preoccupations. The refugees are already long suffering. What's a few extra moments of agony? Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
Convince them and increase your sway. Make them do what we say.
But you... Oh, fie. Here are some bits for your trouble. Now, off with you.
Suppose I can't outdo or outthink the bastards. She said.
If all else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat, but that's when you press. The game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
She said, do what you can and do what you must to get far ahead, but never get caught. Do what you must and do what you can. Ignore all the rules and never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. Oh, never get caught. Never get caught. My corporate seal had been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time had come to an end. Auntie quickly penned an invoice for her time, and smiling, she said,
This is how you climb. There's no such thing as free advice, dear.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and spectral leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest
Hey
coagulated
there.
slurry of
Oh, hello. Pardon if I'm a bit distracted. I'm just so happy to be here.
Organs, salt tuna skin, nanner peels, and tobacco husks for the perfect
If
combination.
I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
An extra bar to share with a chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from...
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revenue.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. Hey there, go-getter.
My wage, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own to.
I see you have not brought my cousin to heal. Have you at least seen about Ida? What? How do you know this? Keen as I am to entertain this, am I expected to take traitors and corporatists at their word? Let me see that. Yes. Yes! This does appear to be hers. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Though her triumph may not have endured, it was a good effort nonetheless. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations, I'll be certain to inform him of her patriotism. This displeases me. Sabotage is only as good as the further suffering inflicted once its victims know the truth. Though I suppose a minor inconvenience is also acceptable. I'm thankful for the report. Now I just require my fool of a cousin in hand. Be on your way. I've been mulling on the information about Ida. Such blessed tidings indeed. Good.
Cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be.
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one for
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here.
Hey there, Oh, hello. Pardon if I'm a bit distracted. I am well into that case of Purpleberry Crunch you bestowed to me. Did you know Auntie's Choice have other products that are just as bad for you as well? Oh, indeed. Very much so. I no longer feel the oppressive societal weight to eat healthily bearing down upon me. Why, I've gained 10 pounds already. If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
You've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it, despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. That seems neither prudent nor wise. Oh, did you have... Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Nature ends, we begin. Right. Moving on. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Hey there, go-getter.
We've got your candy.
That's tobacco.
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
Get you started.
That's tobacco. That's tobacco.
If all that cough and bothers you, don't worry, you can chew it too. To get your candy.
That's tobacco.
Don't be a rude.
Smoke our tobacco.
It's what your friends all love to do. Behind your back, they make fun of you.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been in.
So smoke that candy.
As tobacco.
Favorite candy.
It's tobacco.
Our medical experts recommend.
Been increased by 85.9%.
Cause it's your candy.
That's tobacco.
Favorite candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
It's tobacco.
Delicious candy.
It's tobacco.
Get your candy.
That's tobacco.
You want your candy.
That's tobacco. Candy.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos. That was a song the Sovereign doesn't want you to hear. Oh, say, I hope no members of the Protectorate
I can't recall seeing any of these Protectorate types ever running
fulfillment and self-determination. Did I
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income?
to celebrate
I got plenty of
my big new
ideas.
promotion? Yep. Life here's tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their time dictating my
Hey there,
every
Go.
move.
Oh, hello. Pardon if I'm a bit distracted. I'm just so happy to be here. Did you know the speakers in the Get Up and Go Getter advertisements weren't real people? I mean, of course they're real, but I somehow presumed they were playing themselves.
Back to our duty.
In the Protectorate, commercial broadcasts were always read by official speakers, so I suppose this all seems hopelessly naive to you.
Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meat.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Dude, I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathizers, and Marilyn would grant no reprieve to family.
Worst, oh, forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst, forced worst.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Oh, did you have an... Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
No coarse pores, bristles poking our gums with their proprietary whisker extraction. Pulverize. Bones means no tooth cracking crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Howdy, didn't see you there.
You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts.
You know, working the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So, when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy holy cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open room temp tin of horse roast. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of farrow pork paste to boost productivity to full burn for small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor.
From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded. From factory bags into my tummy. Who knew meat base could taste so yummy? Force first, oh force first. It's not the worst unless it's force first.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Grab a can today. Don't be a slob. Grab a can and get back on the job with Force First. Force First. It's not the worst unless it's Force First.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice. Protectorate propagandists like to denigrate Auntie's Choice brand comestibles while boasting about their own. They say their food products are healthier than ours. But did you know what excess consumption of protein
Hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. I didn't hear you come in. I'm focused something fierce on my current project, you see.
neoplasms?
Is that right?
Well, aren't you the observant one? Yes, a crabble egg. I'm more than happy to tell you all the details of my project, since you asked.
Also, they say their vittles are...
Like I was saying, friend, this here crabble egg is gonna make me a mountain of bits. See, crabble eggs contain carbon, oxygen, iron, and are each self-contained units. You know what else has all those things? Skip drives. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make me a mountain of bits selling skip drives made from crabble eggs. I'm basically there. I just need to figure out the process of turning the eggs into skip drives. And I'll be off to the races.
Like this.
I see you understand my predicament. But my current experiment should yield a way around such a minor obstacle. Perhaps with a larger hammer. It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits? That is a physical impossibility. They lack the opposable thumbs necessary to sign paperwork. In this lab, we only deal with the cold, hard facts of science. Unless they also just evolved opposable thumbs. Evolution and familial changes in one go. This is so exciting. Once I finish this experiment, I'll head out to see for myself. Oh, and please take this with you. Just a small thank you for providing me with such exciting and useful information.
I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loaner. And my race everybody knows that I am indeed the uncomplicated lover. And to keep things simple, you can be sure that my race will never, no, they'll never, ever be loaded.
If there's a cause you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard.
Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Though my deals aren't quid pro quo, and my interest rates 'cause I am the uncomplicated loner.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. This just in, a field report from the Office of Competitive Analysis and Artful Reconnoitering. Ooh, this sounds important. Better pay heed. Threat assessors have adjusted their risk tables for the Arbiter Training Facility, jewel of the Protectorate's military portfolio, northeast of the landing pad near Broken Spire. Although only a skeleton crew remains, the facility's automechanical defenses remain operational and quite lethal. Approach at your own risk, and only if your supervisor can readily replace you upon your likely demise. Well, you heard it here. Best of luck to anyone hull-headed enough to poke around that place. Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or guile.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. The problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try and try, never settle. It's a brawl. Do what they say, money by happiness. Forget the shifts, you'll see later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. And here's the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No one else needs to. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefit of spending your bits. She's just it's Auntie's choice. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Forget your shifts, you Ding your bits, she's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's
Salutations, Arcadia. Auntie Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth. Listen to your auntie. They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating you're their slave. They say you're part of a community. We say you're just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
Now upward and onward. This is for anyone out there who just lost their
emotion.
Keep your chin up. Next time.
Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax with success. Num rum. Num rum. Taste more.
Pushing ahead!
Num rum. Relax with success. Num rum. Explosion! Time for a cocktail. Num rum will help you sense it.
again. Thought we were done for now. You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me.
This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Yeah, no time to powder my nose between beatings. Go figure. Quick though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Please don't think me ungrateful for your efforts, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces.
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard. Your friends ought to be proud.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander? Yes, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take you too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit.
Excellent work. I see why Zebulon liked having you around. I'd say I won't forget how you've helped me, but, well, you know. Tell Zeb what happened, won't you? That it was my decision. And I was at peace with it. The bravest thing I ever did was start thinking for myself. Everything else after that's been easy.
Good luck, Audra.
Likewise. And thank you both again.
Damned bodies. Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want?
Frontline scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action.
Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both.
The console is really running the show. Who knows?
And how, pray tell, would you help me with that?
When we do suss out the real story, you will be the first to know.
I'm a soldier, not a technician. Still, maybe I can borrow one of our engineers with that as a suggestion. Nevertheless, while I keenly appreciate your assistance, I still can't go against the Brigadier's wishes. Tragically, I must decline. Whatever I might think of the Vigilant, mine is not the opinion that matters. You are approaching a restricted estate. Area's off limits. I politely request you cease defiling the corpses of our fallen brethren.
Every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high.
You are a... Ah, yes. The stranger with the orders from the Vigilant. Forewarned. Tragically, area's off limits.
Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
Give Zeb my best. Hope he enjoys the live show. May be high. One day I know you'll be mine. Till then I will be true. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I've been yearning and burning for
Prisoner 34989-393A. There is no place for you in the Paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion and opposing the lawful authority of the Protectorate.
No, armed and ready.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Let me bottom line.
Oh, thank the stars. I was sure that was the end of me.
It's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in
Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some capacity, but I left everything behind when I fled. Though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life is behind me for good, it seems.
Nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He's executing loyal subjects as traitors on a whim, without even a mention of refreshment. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing he does is in alignment with the Paradigm. He's obviously ill and needs to be removed. My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate, but we were forced to flee after pointing out the obvious. Is everyone so oblivious that they can't see what is going on?
See what's inside and get back to our duty.
I was to meet my partner in a cave to the northwest of here. We were going to hide until the current Montelli crisis has been resolved. I fled Montelli, but I'm still loyal. Once I stop shaking, I'll continue on my way. Thank you again, stranger. I owe you my life.
They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. Efficient means we make more bits. Forced worst, no forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Forced worst, no forced worst. Grab a can today. Extraction, pulverized bones means no tooth cracking crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there. You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts. You know, working the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So, when we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy woolly cow filet with none. No, sir. We crack open a room temp tin of force first. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of farrow pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. This fits. Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded. From factory into my tummy. Who knew meat taste could taste so yummy? Forced worst, oh forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Forced worst, oh forced worst. Grab a can today.
Any closer.
Relax. They're the ones who saved me.
Huh? What's that noise? Thank you for saving me. From what Briggs has told me, that's 2 we owe you now. Wait! Please, take these with you as a token of our thanks.
Dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility.
Look alive!
That was a close one. Thank the Sovereign.
Crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch. There's always time for Circle Berry Crunch. Circle Berry Crunch. Circle Berry Crunch for you and
Commander, you're bleeding! Looks like a fight.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Mobility.
Auntie's Choice. And this month's winner of Auntie's Global Contest TM is Factory Technician 3rd Class Janie Thirunadu Karasar, who submitted the following audio recording.
I love Auntie, yes I do. Her hair looks real, like a real hairdo. I love Auntie, so do you. Let's buy Sisty Bits, covered in goo.
Congratulations, Janie. You and your family win a full year's supply of Borst Pockets for one low price. And now, to it. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner. And
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
are quite straightforward. Yes, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my race
Potential individualist discerned. Tracking.
I can lend you all the bits you
Ah, yes. The stranger with the orders from the Vigilant. Forewarned, I'm in no more track. You are approaching a restricted estate.
in addition to my standard service fee. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my rates are never lower.
Oh, I am known all Arcadia as the
Say.
And my dear,
Lay low, Commander! Medic's order!
complicated list.
Certain individual appears quite cagey.
Notice to all. And my dear, you know my plans. They are really quite straightforward. Oh yes, everybody knows that I am indeed the uncomplicated loner. And to keep things simple, you can be sure that my rates will never, no, they'll never, ever be lowered.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll never need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, the uncomplicated loan. And my are quite straightforward. Though my deals are quid pro quo, and my interest rates aren't low.
Ain't it is? Oh, guess the Protectorate ain't so good at watching their own backs after all.
Every single bit you owe, 'cause I am the uncomplicated loner.
You're tuned to wireless-free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. Under only one circumstance will wireless-free Arcadia report hearsay. If it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Auntie all the live long.
Ready to waste.
Having problems. Has been the
Sensors indicate something unseemly.
My dear, you know my terms.
Analyzing curious
They are really quite straightforward.
Check out that hole, Commander. Might be we can find ourselves a way in that avoids all the muster.
Luster.
To keep things simple, you can be sure that my rates will never, no, they'll never, ever be lowered.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest. In addition to my standard service fees,
Ready to waste for your command.
Go ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Recommencing hostile.
Not getting up without help, Commander!
In addition to my standard service fees,
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
are quite straightforward.
Ain't nothing there.
Recommencing.
Go getting again.
Regain. Sir. Explosion.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung. Auntie's Choice values its employees. You represent a significant investment in human capital. Without you, we would have to hire someone else at current rates and greater expense. So let's proudly show our appreciation by spotlighting our new employee of the fiscal quarter, Desmond Buchanan Milverstreet, for his outstanding service on Paradise Island. Milverstreet orchestrated a propaganda-driven initiative by an outsourced contractor turned armed and ready to conduct anti-personnel. All without firing a single expensive bullet or risking anti-troops and the expense of their unfortunately contractual medical care. Quite the feel-good corporate interest story. If only Security Commander Babylon Carr had tried such creative tactics with her invasion force. This is why Milverstreet is our employee of the fiscal quarter and she is not. As usual, our quarterly winner receives a Galaxy's Greatest Anti-Executive Mind with their employee number. Conditions and terms apply. Now on to other things. Now for something a little different.
Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. But rich tobacco sweet. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. Lay low, Commander. Medic up your case. Here's bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims today.
Recommencing hostilities.
What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend.
Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter.
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
Make your mouth have satisfaction. Boring old smoke free. You'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Blowing smoke bubbles. Flavor that lasts and a taste you can't top.
From that first you inhale.
Back in the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slims. Oh, bubblegum slims. It's filled with flavor. Bubblegum slims. Try
Right over there.
At Auntie's Choice, worrying about the benefits mental refreshment. Is that it? Like the kind you feel from a sip of purple berry fizzy.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Such as basic and acid. The body is just as important as the mind, and the body needs
Back in
things
business.
like deep-fried cysty bits and
Shit, a little help, Commander.
day every day. Come see Auntie.
Pouring power.
Stress, no rum, relax.
chase. Taking cover. No refuge ground. We'll put them Replenishing my firearm. Aha!
Ready to waste them.
On your commitment.
No worries, no stress, no rush. Relax with success, no rush.
No refuge granted!
Choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium. From the boardroom
Quarry
to the
found.
bottom rung. This is
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Best reload!
frequency of
Aha!
Auntie's choice.
Safe haven is lost!
Listener.
Quarry!
We all want what's best, and we are satisfied by what nature has produced. We can do better. Let's do better together.
Now upward and onward. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you sure do.
Brad Chris, who stuffed them in your sewer? Who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in the sewer? Brad Chris, you really gotta try 'em.
I hope your loins are girded and your pearls pre-clutched.
Flat and fry 'em.
Putting traders on display like that's one way to send a message. Can't be too good for morale, though.
This cannot be happening. Not again. Come, quickly.
Technicians Agner and Gastrell. You stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience.
Brad Chris, 1000% germ-free. 'Cause nothing survives when it's flash fried 405 degrees.
I find you both guilty. No, please. This is all a misunderstanding. We're away.
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait, I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the Skip Labs, before the incident. Didn't I set security on you? How are you here? Alive?
You got security called on you outside the Skip Labs? Consciousness didn't seem to help you make good choices.
You must have been the cause of everything that happened that day. And to think I could have stopped you. Perhaps I would have, if I'd not been so vexed over mere demerits.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and...
Others named Hogarth a traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is inflicting more injury to the Protectorate right now than the whole of what Hogarth is accused of. In any case, the writ all but obliges me to aid you. Perhaps now we can put an end to all of this lunacy. If I can just speak with Montelli, maybe I can persuade him to stand down. Go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station.
Being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions misinterpreted. I could be named a traitor, as Vigilant Hogarth was. Or sentimental refreshment. No. Surely High Command will understand the need for this transfer of power. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate, not myself. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior. He's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means. You will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank key cards can often be found in the contraband room, and there's a terminal for encoding access in the security office. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, but mind the guards. They'll still attack you on sight. My commitment to the Protectorate is unwavering. Obviously, I wouldn't be attempting something so foolhardy if I was not devoted to protecting cause above self. Remember, our success hinges on sending my notice and gathering any information you can from Montelli's terminal. Don't fail me in this, or it will be both our graves. I will join you as soon as you go to confront Montelli. In the meantime, I'll gather what weapons and allies I can, just in case things go poorly.